Yeah, eat, sleep, fantasy, you rockin' with the best. NFL Fantasy Football Podcast. We talking mock drafts, running backs, better follow the conversation.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Eat, Sleep, Fantasy Football Podcast. Thanks for joining us. With me, my main man, Clayton, the Canadian sensation, is here joining us.
I'm back.
He's back, baby. We are also known as the Island Boys. The Island Boys is what people call us.
Nice.
Do you have any idea what I'm talking about? Have you seen that video?
I have no, I have not.
Oh, really? Okay, hold on. I got to play it.
No,
for
I
you.
have not.
It's great. It's great. It's great. Hold on. I'm going to play this for you. If you guys aren't familiar with the Island Boys, I'm telling you, I'm going to give you something right now that is going to stick in your head because it's so, people think it's bad. I actually like it, and I think it's catchy. And I want the whole song. I haven't found the whole song yet, but here you go. Watch this.
Cause I'm an island boy, and I've been trying to make. Oh, I'm an island boy. I'm just island boy. I'm just island boy. I'ma get key white going. You're gonna keep that.
Tell me
Yeah.
that's not great.
I have seen that.
Yesterday,
But the real question is though,
what?
which hair color are you taking?
Whatever one you don't want, I'll be.
Okay, I want the yellow.
Because all day yesterday, I was singing, I'm an island boy. I'm an island boy. I'm an
That's
island
amazing.
boy. I'm an island boy.
At least you know all the words. At least you know all the words.
I know. Yeah. That's real. He says something that I don't understand in the middle, but that's fine. Trust me. I walked around the house all day yesterday, just like under my breath.
Brooke was probably like, yeah.
She had no idea what I was saying. She ignores this when I say stuff under my breath. She just totally ignores me. But
Oh yeah, you know what I said to Sarah today? I called Sarah today, and whatever we're talking. I'm like, then I had to go, so I'm like, I said, babe, gotta run. I'm like, just one question for you. She's like, what? I'm like, do you miss Big Papa Pump? She's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then just hang up I just hang up the phone. She's like, what is with your random shit that you keep saying? I'm like, I don't know, whatever. It's funny.
For some reason, I remember a bumper sticker I'm talking about like this was like 90s, right? There's a bumper sticker that says "Cowboy butts drive me nuts." And Brooke, she it's just in her vocabulary that she says like, "Oh, they're driving me nuts," or she say like, "Oh, that's nuts," or whatever. And so every time she says it, I cannot stop myself and say, "I thought cowboy butts drove you nuts." And she hates me every time I say that. She's like, "What are you talking about?" She does not know the bumper sticker. She's never seen it, and that's every time she said that's nuts. She goes, "I always say that." I thought cowboy butts drove you
I think that's a wrestling reference. I think Big Papa Pump. I want to say,
yeah.
Like from back in the day. I don't know. So listeners, if any one of you know who that is, let me know.
Hold on, Big Papa Pump.
Yeah. She was just like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Professional wrestler.
Yeah. But what was his name, though?
Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner.
Yeah, Scott Steiner. That's right.
Oh, that's good. Hold on.
For some reason, I feel as though, like, KJ would know that reference. He looks like he watches,
hold on. Jeez, that's loud. Did you hear that or no?
No.
It's really fucking loud. Hold on. Here you go. To you guys today, we are going to people that are listening for the first time are like, what the fuck is going on here? This is not fantasy football. We're Eat Sleep Fantasy. So this is what we do. But we will get into some rankings. We're going to give you some news. Hold on, Clayton. Here you go. I'm going to share the screen here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear it, but I'm going to try to do it here. Hold on. Chrome tab, Big Papa Pump. All right. Tell me if you can. Do you see this? Do you see it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Here.
that looks like me.
Right. I don't know what I'm playing, but this is Big Papa Pump. Hold on.
Right.
Did you hear that or no?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Cut the music. You see, when Big Papa Pump comes to town, all my hoochies come around.
This guy's amazing.
And tonight, the greatest body in the world is gonna rock some buddies until they call me the Big Bad Booty Daddy.
Okay, this might be my new favorite thing. If we had enough,
yeah,
I like it.
So when Big Papa Pump comes to town, all the ladies, what is that? What he said? All the ladies,
yeah, all the ladies come around. Yeah.
Perfect. It's my new catchphrase.
Hold on. Here, yeah, I know. Hold on. I'm gonna play it one more time. Hold on. Watch. So there's a old white man.
It's kind of quiet on the mic. I don't know if it's going to be loud on there or not, but
Did you hear it or no?
barely.
Ah, dang it.
Can you
When
please
Big
cut
Papa
that?
Pump comes to town, all the hooches come around.
Can you please cut that? And that's my new intro song, please. Thank you.
Yes, that'd be
my new
amazing.
phrase. Nice, I like it. Let's talk football, man.
Fine, okay.
6 minutes. What? 6 minutes in, and we're just nothing. Talk nothing.
When Big Papa Pump comes around, makes me want to take off my shirt. And I guess the women that are with him are like in like these halter tops. Oh, I guess one of them is in like mini skirts, and they're called his freaks. That's the name of his.
He sounds like he takes care of his ladies really, really nicely.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
But he's Big Papa Pump, so that's all that matters.
Big Papa Pump. I love it. God, man, that needs to be a fantasy name. Somebody please change your fantasy name to Big Papa Pump.
I am. I'm gonna do it in our keeper league.
You definitely should. Big
yeah,
Papa Pump.
I'm going to.
That's great.
All right, let's get some news, man. Let's get some news to these people.
I really want to dive into Big Papa Pump, but okay, we'll get the news.
Okay, first off the bat, we're just going to go through some of the latest news of guys practicing, not practicing. Start with Curtis Samuel. Did not practice today. Most likely going to be out. I think he's still nursing that groin injury. Sammy Watkins didn't practice, hamstring. Latavius Murray doesn't practice. So let's kick it off there. What's happening in this backfield? Like, what are you doing with them, Dale? Like, are you trusting any Le'Veon Bell, freaking Devonta Freeman, or Tyson Williams? No,
you definitely can't, right? No, nope. Even if it was just one of them, it would be hard to trust him. And that there's 3 of them out there? No.
I did read Lamar Jackson is on pace to throw 150 more passes than he's ever thrown in his career.
That's crazy.
Which is
good
crazy.
for him. He needs to.
Yeah, exactly. Ricky Seals-Jones misses practice. Terry McLaurin and Antonio Gibson missed practice as well. So reading a little bit more on that, he did aggravate his shin injury last week, and I think he left the game. Did come back. He's been fighting it through a couple weeks. I don't think he plays this week, to be honest with you. I did read it was going to be Jarrett Patterson in the early down work, and J.D. McKissick's just going to keep his third down role. So I guess just something to monitor moving forward. Antonio Brown didn't practice. Davis Mills is going to start this week. T.Y. Hilton misses practice, comes back. First game back last week, and all of a sudden he's back not practicing.
Are they easing him in, or is he injured?
No, he's injured. He hurt his quad last week, so let's see how long he misses. Tyreek Hill misses practice, probably just rest day for him. Slayton, Golladay, Kadarius Toney all missed today. Saquon was not practicing, unfortunately, and Baker Mayfield will not play this week. So what are you firing Case Keenum up even in Superflex leagues?
Nope.
You almost have to. Why? You almost have to, Dale.
Yeah, I guess with the bye weeks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if you have to, why the fuck are you asking me these questions?
Well, hey, I'm just want to see your shitty advice that you're going to give to somebody.
And you're right. So, yes.
Teddy Bridgewater's dealing with a foot injury too, so I mean, we got to keep an eye on those monkey knife fight bets that we're going to be doing this week on Thursday. Like, are you going?
Hey, do you know? And I'm going to send a message to support. Do you know monkey knife fight? If they don't play, do all the bets involving Mayfield get taken out? Because I have 2 of them were taken out. One of them is still there, but I got less on Mayfield, so I don't know if they're going to give it to me or not.
Yeah, it's no, I don't think they'll all be canceled. They'll all end up being canceled. Yeah.
Okay, because 2 of them were, and then one of them's not. That's weird.
Yeah. So, and then any other? I don't think there was much else. Beckham shoulder injury, didn't practice today, so I'm not sure if he's even going to be available. Dawson Knox undergoes surgery on his broken hand, so he's going to be out. Well, Paris Campbell placed on IR. The guy can't cut a break.
Yeah.
Never. I mean, the talent that coming out of college, he just has not transpired into the NFL.
Yeah.
Le'Veon Bell promoted. Traquan Smith designated to return from IR, whether it's this week or next, maybe.
Mhm.
And that's pretty much about it, buddy. Jacob
Yeah.
Eason, if anybody had him waived by the Colts.
Crazy. Why? They gave
Sam,
up on him too quick.
yeah, Sam Eilinger. Is that how you say his name?
I don't know.
I don't know. But you gotta ask Google, I guess.
Yeah. Don't
They
get
tell
me on Google again.
Don't forget Lamar Miller signs with Saints too, guys. Big signing right there.
You think so?
All right, let's jump into some rankings, Dale.
Jeez, you're like all your ball business today.
Yeah, Kiss. First of all, I got to talk about your show yesterday, by the way.
Yeah.
Number one, yes, I missed the show for a hockey game. I have not been to a live event in 2 years. I was fucking jacked to go. It was an awesome game. Saw the best player in the world crush it. Number two, yes, I would
was the
also
best player
miss
in
a
the world?
show. Connor McDavid, hands down. You want to talk about freaking Canadians?
I thought it was
he is the best Canadian. He is the best NHL hockey player. So, hey, that is where we're better than the U.S. because Canada has the best hockey player in the
What
world.
about Ovechkin?
JJ
I thought
Gosh.
Ovechkin was the best.
No, he's can't even come close to Connor McDavid.
Really? Wow.
Number two, the second I would miss a show is for a maple syrup convention, 100%. And to be honest with you, today I was driving in the city and I saw a moose. So there you
Did
go.
you?
Boom.
God, I really want to see a moose up close. I never seen.
It
a
was
moose
really
up
weird.
close.
I was talking with Sarah, like obviously I have my hands free, and I'm like, what the hell is that? I look closer. It's like fucking moose. Like I'm in we're talking residential area, right? Like,
Yeah,
but the problem
right.
is it's right against like a ravine,
wooded
like
area,
kind of
right.
just a wooded area. Yeah, they just pop up. I'm like, geez,
That's
it's
crazy.
wild. So
All right, before I get into the rankings and we get starts and sits, I want to say something really quick. When you get a shitty trade, the best way to get back at somebody for offering shit, right? The best way to do it is tell them that you're thinking about it and let the offer expire. Every day, tell them we're really close. Let me just look at things, drag them along as much as you can, and give them some kind of hope.
and they're jacked up. They're jacked.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Are you talking about the thing on Facebook?
That I got
message?
today. I got an offer. Josh Allen for the Johnson for the Browns, the running back. What's his name?
D'Ernest?
D'Ernest, yeah.
Yeah.
D'Ernest Johnson and Carson Wentz for Josh Allen.
Jesus. No.
So I said, oh, that's pretty fair, actually. Let me get back to you. I'm working on stuff. And so I'm gonna let that go until it expires because fuck that guy.
So
People are dumb.
yeah, I'm trying to find. I'm not going to call anybody out or anything, Armando, but I'm going to try to find this trade he asked me for the other. I blew my mind, man. Blew my mind. I was like, "You're kidding me, right?"
Yeah.
So my keepers in that league that we're talking about, I had Josh Allen, I had Calvin Ridley, Dalvin Cook, and Mark Andrews, right?
Mhm.
So I think this is the one I'm talking about. He says, he goes, I'll give you Dak, Hopkins, Akers.
Okay,
that's
that's a lot of powerful people.
Yeah, 5 and a 6.
Yeah.
For Cook, Metcalf, Allen, and Ridley.
What the hell?
I said, are you fucking kidding me?
So
I'm like,
your best players do not equal my best players.
oh, like every one that I kept, he wants to take.
Yeah.
He's like, you lose nothing and get draft picks. I lose nothing. Where? That's why you rank in 175 there, Armando Crespo. Love you, buddy. All right, let's get into rankings.
Okay, jeez. All right. By the way, just a little teaser. Stick around. I just uploaded a video of Big Papa Pump that I'll play for you here that you guys can hear it and see it better on YouTube. Make sure you check out our YouTube channel on Eastleigh Fantasy. Eastleigh Fantasy on YouTube. You'll find it. Big Papa Pump. It's going to be great. I haven't seen it yet, but we'll see. But it says Big Papa Pump explain is hoochies. So I don't know how he does that, but it'll be great. All right. Okay, so let's go through some system starts. Again, this is not a time to go through Do you start Matthew Stafford? Do you start Patrick Mahomes? We're not talking about that. We're talking about guys outside the fringe that you're not really sure of, especially with bye weeks coming along.
This is a crazy bye week this week too.
Man, it's depressing looking at my bench and seeing all the bye weeks coming through.
Yeah.
I think this week, Tua against Atlanta, I think is I'm going to say
Must start,
what defines a must start, but it definitely is a strong start.
I have him. I wrote him up in a start sit article of mine.
Yeah.
That you can find at fantasyfootball.
He's also a streamer for,
for JJ. But he's my start of the week. I just think there's going to be a blowout. I think he's starting to come. He's got this rapport now with Gesicki and Waddle the last couple games that last game and then before he got hurt. That just kind of transpired into last game. I think that's going to continue. And then I think he's still going to be able to sprinkle Parker in. Parker plays. And yeah, I just like him. I think it's just going to be a shootout. It should be a shootout. I also thought the Baltimore Chargers game was going to be a shootout, and look how that happened. Look what happened there. So
yeah,
could be wrong. Where do you have Tua ranked?
12.
I have him at 14.
Okay,
so a little bit lower than you, but same boat.
I think, and look, you probably don't have it, but I think I'm starting Tua over Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow against Baltimore. I'm just really scared. Man, but I really do like Joe Burrow a lot.
Yeah.
I like him, Jamar Chase.
Yeah, it's hard to. Well, I mean, you're starting him, but I can definitely see how you would be a little bit hesitant on doing that. Problem is, he's thrown 2 touchdowns in every game he's played, and then, like I said, the bye weeks. Like, who are you going to go and get? Are you going to go? Like, I do have him a little bit lower. I do have him at 11. I'm still starting him over 2 and stuff like that. But you're looking at guys. Are you going to go get Taylor Heineke and start him in front of Joe Burrow if you have? Because I'm talking guys that are realistically on your bench, right? Like Tyler Heineke, Daniel Jones, or like Teddy Bridgewater, Max. Like, you're not going to start any of those guys over top of Burrow. Right.
Somebody who I think bounces back, who you should be comfortable starting, is Sam Darnold against the New York Giants. I think that's a safe bet to play this week.
And I also have Daniel Jones up there, right, back to back in rankings with Darnold. I think Jones is going to have a good game, even with no receivers.
All right, sorry guys, it might have been a little choppy between what I just said and where Clayton left off. I had to do something really quick, so we'll get right back on it. Do you want to finish your thought there, Clayton? I don't know.
No, that's all I was saying. I was just talking about how, realistically, if you have Joe Burrow on your bench or you're starting Joe Burrow and the other guys you have on your bench, guys would be like Taylor Heineke, maybe even Daniel Jones, maybe even Mac Jones, stuff like that, Jimmy Garoppolo. You're still not starting any of those guys, regardless of matchup against Joe Burrow.
Right. Okay. Cool. There's not a lot to talk about with quarterbacks. Let's just jump right over to wide receivers. Some of the guys, look, you have Devontae Booker. You picked him up off the waiver. You're feeling good. This is going to be a tough game for him.
So are you talking about running back still or wide receivers? Which one did you want to jump to? Because you just said, let's jump to wide receivers.
I meant running backs. Sorry.
You would do that every time we do the show.
Sometimes I just feel like
you like to skip right over and then you just start talking about
them. Sometimes I just feel like I'm on an island,
Yeah.
Like
this. Because you're not.
Cause I'm an island boy and I've been trying to make. Oh, I'm an island boy. I'm just island boy. I'm just island boy. I'm gonna get key white grind. You're gonna
a Q wine grind? I don't know.
Yeah. You gotta look it up, man. But that's what I am sometimes. I'm just an island boy. Island boy out here, Clayton. And if you want to be an island boy with me, we could be the island boys.
I am. I'm the guy with the yellow hair. You're the guy that's in the pool, just whatever,
just
doing this or whatever.
Yeah, hyping them up.
Fist pumping.
All right. So Devontae Booker is somebody who you thought was a for sure running back 2. He's borderline running back 2, a flex option for me. If you have other options such as James Conner, Damian Harris, Josh Jacobs, I'm starting all of them over Devontae Booker this week. I'm starting J.D. McKissick over Devontae Booker. Do you agree with any of that?
Yes and no. I just think because of the lack of depth behind him, do think Booker's going to be. It's volume, right? We always talk about volume in fantasy,
Mhm.
and that's
Mhm.
exact. Booker's going to be a 3-down back. He's still going, even if they're playing from behind, he's going to get catches out of the backfield.
Yeah.
I have him as a low end RB2, like I have him ranked at 22, but I have him ahead of guys like Alex Collins, Melvin Gordon, Dernis Johnson, stuff like
Yeah.
that, right? Even
Yeah,
Michael Carter. I'm trying to push Michael Carter up into that top 24, but it's the Jets, right? So that's what's kind of concerning me.
Yeah, exactly. Man, I am so look. I haven't really been burned by Mike Davis. Mike Davis is a for sure 10 points a week. He is borderline running back 2 for me against Miami. It's a great matchup. And Calvin Ridley's practicing.
I have him at 16 right now.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I have the option to start Chuba Hubbard or Mike Davis, and I'm starting Chuba. They both have good matchups, but it's a nice.
How high do you have the other Canadian sensation, Chuba Hubbard, in your rankings?
Number 11.
I got him at 7.
Do you really? That'd be amazing.
Super high on him this week.
You know what that means in our keeper league, where I'm 6-0 by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to talk about that.
Yeah,
because we didn't talk about it. Did we?
I told you look like you're not going to lose a single game until I beat you in the final.
Yeah,
that's all good.
So this week I have Derrick Henry, Darrell Henderson, and Chuba Hubbard all going to be top 10 running backs. I feel so good right now. I traded Mike Evans and George Kittle for Travis Kelce, and Travis Kelce
and Zach Ertz. You traded.
Yeah. I traded him, George Kittle, Zach Ertz, Mike Evans. In return, I got Travis Kelce and Amari Cooper. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Really
your team is.
But now the problem is I'm so dominant.
Yeah. You don't know who to start every week. That's the problem.
I'm so dominant now that. Yeah. Well, the problem now is that if I win, I was supposed to win. If I lose, I'm the biggest loser in fantasy football.
You are. I want to see it happen just so I can come on the show and tell everybody that you had the greatest team literally in the world. Nobody has a team like that, like you have in that keeper league. It's absolutely sickening. And if you don't win this championship, you're going to, let's be realistic, you're going to lose a couple games down the line. You will. You'll just have to. You get run into bye week trouble or injuries or something. But if you don't win this league, you should just honestly, Dale, just quit. Just quit fantasy football.
Yeah,
I think you should do that. Yeah, do it.
All right. I might change my team name to Island Boy because I do. I'm 7-0. I feel like I'm on an island.
6-0. I'm changing mine.
Okay. To Big Papa. Big Papa.
Is it
Pump.
Papa Poppa?
Yeah. Big Papa
okay.
Pump. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Cordell Patterson is a good start this week. A lot of people have him in the top 12. I'm still nervous. I don't have the balls for him to be in the top 12, but a lot of people do.
I'm getting nervous here, Dale. Like I have him at 8. I got him high. Got him high this week.
Yeah.
He has got a role.
Yeah, I
in
think a
this
lot of people
offense,
do.
And it's not going away. Right? I do think Mike Davis is just going to be as valuable. I think they're both going to eat this week. Because Miami's defense is trash, right? But I can't see him falling out of favor with Atlanta, especially coming off a bye week. They probably even put even more plays in for this guy. And 9 years in the league, and you get this 1 year where he's absolutely dynamite, which is crazy.
Yep. Am I the only one that after you get like a shot or like get blood drawn that you leave the Band-Aid on for like days? Do you ever do that, or do you take it off immediately?
I got my booster shot yesterday and my flu shot, and they put this Band-Aid on, and I actually left it on. Then I realized I had it on still, so I rip them off. Yeah, why do you keep them on for?
I don't know. It's like a thing. Like it's just on, and then I don't want to take it off because it hurts.
You probably go home and get Brooke to put like a princess Band-Aid on it or something like that.
No, look, I got blood drawn and I still have, she said, just leave it on. And I just felt it. I was like, oh yeah, I still have this Band-Aid.
Do you have you have 2 girls at home?
Yes.
Do you have normal Band-Aids at home?
No, they're all Prince.
Or-
They're
they're
no,
all
we have
totally.
Candyland. Yeah, they're all Candyland
Yeah,
Band-Aids.
everything's Paw Patrol in this house.
Oh, nice. Paw Patrol.
Everything's
I like
Paw Patrol and dinosaurs and dinosaurs.
it. Yeah, no, it's all princesses for me, which is okay. All right, so let's look at more of the fringe, more of the flex plays, because that's what we're looking at, right?
Okay.
Mark Ingram has a horrible matchup. I'm not starting Mark Ingram in the flex.
Still getting 16, 17 carries
Miles
a game,
Gaskin.
though. Trash.
I don't think it's good enough.
No?
I think he's going to get 10 to 12 carry. I think he's going to get 10 to 12 carries. They're going to be down a lot. They're going to be down from the start. He's going to get 10 to 12 carries for whatever 50 yards, and that's it. And he's not going to be a good start. I'd much rather start Jamal Williams.
Are you chasing points?
I'm starting Javonte Williams backup. I'm starting him.
Are you chasing points with Kenyon Drake from what he did last week? The 2 touchdowns he scored. New coaching staff. Do you think they're going to try to get him more involved after last week?
Probably not. I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be still split, like maybe get 25% of the carries.
I think a lot of people are going to go just
five.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are just going to go after name value, and I think they're going to go after him and start him just because of what he did. But just be prepared for a huge letdown, because I got Jacobs up at 12 this week. So
yeah, exactly. I think a lot of people have Jacobs. I do too. I don't think I have him up there, but Demetric Felton, the other Cleveland running back, don't start him. Don't fall in that trap. You got to be super, super desperate to do it. Don't do it. Denver has a pretty good run defense.
I understand that, but I'm flexing him. He's going to be playing the same role as Kareem Hunt is. Which, from what I understand, from what I've read and stuff like that, Johnson is going to be the Nick Chubb, and then Felton is going to be the third down back. Felton in college played wide receiver / running back, and was what do you mean you don't care? This kid can ball out. And you know what?
I'll tell you
I'm telling you, Dale. I'm flexing him. You flexing people, don't worry.
My memory's hazy because this was from whatever 98, 99. Michael Jordan was done with the Bulls. Stacey King, and again, my memory, you guys could be yelling at me if you really know the NBA, if you really know NBA history. But Stacey King was filling in basically for Michael Jordan. People were like, oh, Stacey King's going to be the next Scottie Pippen, and Scottie Pippen's going to be, the next Michael Jordan in this team. That's the only thing that they got to do. They're just plugging in roles. Like, no, Stacey King was not the next Scottie Pippen. I'm sorry to tell you. So just like this, Demetric Felton is not Kareem Hunt at all.
I am confident. Let's bet something. I'm not singing, but let's bet something, Dale.
Okay, all right. Demetric Felton is a Stacey King of the NFL.
What can we bet? What can we bet? Something that we have to do live.
Okay. Yes. You have to do a wrestling promo. I'll write it for you, and you have to do it.
Okay. Okay. And okay. Good. Yeah. Can I be Big Papa Pump? No.
You could be Big Papa Pump.
Okay.
And Sarah has to get behind you to be one of your hoochies.
One of my hoochies? Okay. Well, she might just probably not do it, but that's all right.
Okay. All right. What do you want me to do?
I'll think about it and we'll get back to you.
Okay. All right. But that's a bet, right? That's a bet.
Yeah, that's a bet. Yeah.
I'll Demetric Felton. Wait. What? I don't know what the bet is. We're just yelling about Demetric Felton.
That he will finish as a, where do I have him ranked right now?
Top 30?
Top 35.
Jeez. Are you kidding me?
Come on. Top 35 that we're talking. I don't even have him in the top 35.
Top 35 isn't even a flex. Top 35 isn't even a flex.
How's that not flex? Three running back league. Yes or no? 12 team league. You start 3 running backs. Oh yeah, I guess not. That my math's really bad. Okay, give me. You say top 30 is flex play, flex worthy.
All right. So Demetric Felton, you said top 35 wide receiver.
Top 35
running back.
Running back. Yeah.
Deal. And if he's not top 35, you are doing a wrestling promo, and I want some umph into this wrestling promo.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Don't worry.
Okay. All right. Okay. Next up, some of the guys that you could start. I don't know how confident you'd be, but Sony Michel, if you're desperate, playing against a horrible Detroit Lions running defense, I think he has a chance to be somebody. Do you agree?
I agree with that. Ramondre Stevenson, another one. Just kind of got to keep an eye on Harris's injury if he is still injured.
Mhm.
Nothing we could find reported on it, but he did leave last game after basically them unleashing him and stuff like that. But then Stevenson also came on for this Patriots team, so he's another guy you probably throw out there in flex.
Yep. I am not starting Melvin Gordon. I will start Myles Gaskin, Khalil Herbert, Dearness Johnson, Mike Davis, Michael Carter, all ahead of Melvin Gordon this week.
What if Damian Williams is playing? Are you going to move one of those two, Khalil Herbert or Williams, into the flex spot? Or do you think Herbert did enough already to prove that he should be the guy?
I think he'll still be involved.
Yeah. Oh, he'll definitely be involved.
And he has a tough matchup. I mean,
Yeah.
Tampa Bay doesn't
Yeah.
give up a lot, so
Yeah, split backfield. So
yeah. I mean, that's an iffy one as it is. Don't expect what you saw last week.
yeah, exactly.
All right. Did I tell? Okay, let's tell everybody really quick. I'm 5-0 going in.
Oh yeah.
Going into Monday night. I'm playing Armando, the co-host. You guys heard him here every now and then. I'm down by 34 points. I have Derrick Henry and Bills defense. You can only guess what happens. I beat Armando by 0.16 and I had Derrick Henry. All the Titans needed to do was get into overtime and kick a field goal, and I would have lost because I had the Bills defense, and they didn't do it, and I won.
Yeah.
When did stat corrections come out? Was it Thursdays?
Should be Thursday.
Oh man!
But now that you said something, I went back and looked in all of our leagues to see what's kind of stat projections do get changed on NFL, and yeah, I have never seen an offensive.
Well, I'm worried about the defensive. I'm worried that they counted a sack.
Yeah,
they counted a sack when it wasn't a sack. Especially Ryan Tannehill did run it quite a bit, and so those can kind of be iffy. Sometimes they'll count them as sacks. Sometimes they'll count them as tackles.
It would be pretty funny because then Armando make a big trade in this league too, kind of like he's given up on the year.
He sold. He gave up Terry McLaurin for a draft pick. So.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. And then he all of a sudden wins. Back in it. That's hilarious.
But anyways, I'm really. I don't know if I told you guys I'm 6-0 in this league.
God, shut up.
All right. Again, just because I'm like all alone at the top. I feel like I'm on an island. Boy. All right, let's look at some wide receivers.
I have Deebo Samuel as my number 4 ranked wide receiver this week.
I love it.
I have never had him anywhere near that high, but just the volume. We were talking about that.
Yeah.
Volume.
Yep. Deebo Samuel is a great start this week. You're starting all your studs, basically. Calvin Ridley's back in there, and I think he's going to be a top 12 against Miami, the top 12 wide receiver, as long as he plays, and I think everything's saying that he is. So no issues on that. Robert Woods, I think, continues to be a wide receiver too. I think he's on track with Matthew Stafford, and everything's going to be just fine. Robert Woods is definitely a wide receiver too. Jalen Waddle is a start against Atlanta. Do you like that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah. Start Tyler Lockett with confidence against New Orleans.
I think you can also start Brandon Cooks with confidence going into this week. I understand it's in Arizona's defense, but Arizona has given up 9 touchdowns through the first 6 weeks. So to wide receivers, I mean, I still think that Mills has locked in on Cooks. He had another 13 targets last week. I do see him going over 100 this week and getting in the end zone. So I think he's going to be a nice solid wide receiver 1 for you this week.
Jacoby Myers has never scored a touchdown. Is that
never?
True?
And he finally got one last week, and they called it back on a touchdown or
called it
penalty.
Back. Yeah, that's nuts. So I'm not starting Jacoby Myers against the Jets. The Jets have weirdly been pretty good against wide receivers, maybe because they can be ran on so easily. They don't need to put up points in the air. But yeah, Jacoby Myers is a sit for me.
Yeah. Are you worried about AJ Brown if Julio Jones sits this week?
No.
Mm-mm.
AJ Brown is back on it, man.
Yeah,
AJ Brown is going to be good. He's going to be just fine.
What about A-Rob? What's happening with A-Rob? Like, I couldn't even get him in the top 24 this week. Like,
I couldn't either.
He's just been brutal.
Yeah, I couldn't either. I mean, I'm playing Tyler Lockett over it. Allen Robinson.
Is he borderline droppable if he doesn't do something this week? Or are you trying to sell for whatever you can?
You could sell him. I mean, you were playing him as a flex play. He's not the wide receiver 1 or 2 that we were hoping,
true.
but
yeah.
I mean, I think he has similar value to somebody, and you might scream at me. He has similar value to somebody like T. Higgins.
Right now, yeah. I mean, T. Higgins is playing the least amount of snaps out of Chase and Boyd.
Yeah,
which is. Let me go on a little rant for a second. Tyler Boyd, like how does Burrow? I understand he's locked in on Chase, and Chase is ridiculous.
Definitely.
But
yeah, definitely.
How do you not, in certain situations, just feed Boyd like on third downs and stuff like that? Like Boyd's dynamite.
He is,
and he's just like last week. He didn't get a single catch until I think late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. I mean, we debated this T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd thing all off season. Yeah. We weren't really positive between the two. I got T. Higgins in a few leagues, and I'm okay. I'm okay with T. Higgins, and I don't miss Tyler Boyd at all. So I'm not playing Odell Beckham Jr.
No, he's banged up again. We're not sure the severity of that shoulder.
Right.
It worries me though. Hell, like that's what I mean. What's going to happen with this offense? That's why I think you're going to see a lot more Austin Hooper. I think you're going to see, the next RB1 coming out of Cleveland, Demetric Felton getting involved lots heavily.
Last week, Odell was targeted 8 times. Like now a whole new quarterback this week, so it's going to be hard to tell. But the the Browns wide receivers are going to have it tough the rest of the season. They don't have a great schedule. They play Pittsburgh. I don't know, New England. They play week 10, but after that, they play. I mean, he has a late bye, and then they're playing Baltimore twice. They play Baltimore before and after their bye, which is crazy.
Yeah. Landry should be back too at some point.
It's going to be tough for him, is what I'm saying. All these Browns wide receivers. It's not going to be any easier.
Especially if Case Keenum continues to be the starting quarterback. Right. I'm sure that Mayfield's a little bit more hurt than he's letting on.
Sure. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, if they're holding him out, right? Because he started every game since he first started.
51 consecutive starts I saw.
Yeah, sucks for
Could
him,
be
man.
wrong. Could be wrong. Somewhere in the 50s.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
What about Jameis Winston coming off the bye? Could possibly have Marquez Callaway coming back and Michael Thomas. That would be a huge boost for this offense.
Yeah. Does it help Marquez Callaway? It might.
I think it does. I think Callaway is going to be more of that. I think Winston will lock on to Callaway a little bit more than yet.
With all the bye weeks, I have to start Callaway. I have Callaway ranked in 31, 32, 33, somewhere around there.
That's where I have him. I'm 32. So
yeah, I think I might put him at 30, right above Tim Patrick.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. I have ahead of him Tim Patrick and Henry Ruggs.
Yeah. Okay.
But I could see him moving up ahead of Ruggs. I'm not sure I can just chase those 3 catches. I mean, sure, he gets one always deep every game.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
also against Philly, so they could shut him down. They could give him Darius Slay could be on him, right?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's look at tight ends. Before we get to tight ends, let me play this for you. Hold on.
When I come out here, all you people boo me. Because I tell the truth, and all you people can't handle the truth. But I call it as I see it. And what I'm seeing right now is a bunch of genetic deficient scumbags who are a disgrace to the human race. Then I see a couple of pencil necks that go to the gym, pump a little iron to hope they one day look as great as I do. And I'm saying, give it up.
Okay.
As you see the veins popping out of his biceps, that's natural.
If you guys look, okay, somebody's going to get offended here. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This guy look, I don't care what your politics are. Okay, I really don't. I don't care. I love everybody, right? But this guy definitely looks like a Trump supporter.
I can't speak on that because
I've seen a
on
lot.
the other side
I've
of the
seen a
border.
lot. I've seen a lot. Look, again, I don't want to alienate any of our listeners. I love you all. I truly do. But if you you know exactly who if you're not watching on YouTube, you know exactly who I'm talking. Yeah, you know exactly what this guy looks like based off of what I just said. That's all I want to say. That's all I want to say. He kind of looks like Paul Senior from the Orange County Choppers too.
Yeah, that is true.
Anyways, all right, Big Papa Pump. I love it. I love it. All right, let's look at some tight ends. Look, really, there's 12. Ricky Seals-Jones, I think it's a good start if he plays. Zach Ertz is a great start. You are not starting Robert Tonyan.
No, in my article I just did, I'm dropping Tanyan. He's getting outplayed right now by Mercedes Lewis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Huge. I mean, we did know that he was going to be, he's going to, come down to reality after last year. I mean, 11 touchdowns, but to drop this much, to be basically not even be involved outside of the 1 week he had a 52-yard touchdown, I believe, or 52 yards and a touchdown. Since then, he's had nothing. That was week 2. Mm-hmm. So he's droppable in my opinion. I don't want to touch anybody on that team. He's not using anybody outside of Devontae Adams.
Correct. Right. Yeah. Right. Yep. Evan Ingram is a good start. Me and JJ talked about that in his streaming article. I'm not going to start any Tampa Bay tight end if it's not Gronk. So
yeah, you don't know which you don't know which one to go after. So I put out a question in our little group today too. I needed to pick up somebody. I had Dalton Schultz on bye. Evan Ingram was there. At first I picked up Tanyan, and then I was like, no. After I did a little bit of research, I was like, don't get him out of here. Evan Ingram is the guy. I mean, he's picking it up. He's actually staying healthy for once, and he's producing. So just a matter of time before he finds the end zone. So
yep. My top 12, Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews, Mike Gesicki, Darren Waller, Kyle Pitts, TJ Hawkinson, Noah Fant, Hunter Henry, Dallas Goedert. Sorry, JJ.
Yeah, exactly.
Ricky Seals-Jones, Tyler Higbee, Zach Ertz is my top 12. Everybody else can go kick rocks. Evan Ingram if you need to. Cole Kmet if you need to. Good upside guys.
Yep.
Wally Cox. Armando was talking about how much he loves Cox.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, you beat me to that little comment actually today. Do
you like Cox? Do you like Cox?
No, I'm not a fan actually.
He's ranked 16. You have to like Cox a little bit.
Remind me to tell you a story about off air about my suit experience. I went and bought a suit yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And for a wedding that I have to attend in a couple weeks, and
nice.
Had a very, how can I say this? Different salesman.
Okay.
Very, very flamboyant. Very,
Okay. Yeah.
So I went up to him and I'll just tell you now. I guess it's not bad or anything like that. But I'm cheap, Dale. I'm not spending no $400, $500 on a suit.
Right.
So I go up to him. We had to get Hayden's little pants hemmed. So I said to him, "Oh, so I'm looking for a suit." And he's like, "Oh, okay. Let me take you over here." I'm like, No. I said, "I'm not a suit guy. You're gonna find me something on that rack there, like basically like a discount rack, right? Bunch of suits there." I'm like, "There's nice suits." He's like, "Okay, well, what color?" So I told him. He's like, "Oh, this one will look good." So he puts on the jacket and he's like, comes behind me and just starts like feeling my shoulders. He's like, "Oh, this one, your shoulders are too wide. You must work out." I was like,
"Yeah,
I like this guy. Thanks a lot, man." And then just got to the good, like put it on, finally got me one, and then started doing the hemming because you had to bring him in and stuff like that. His hands were getting a little too high. It got a little squirmy there for a second. But it was good. It was good. I got to go back and see him today now.
It's important. It's important to have a gay friend. Because guy friends, just heterosexual guy friends, I'm not going to tell you it looks like you worked out. Like I'm never going to say that. I'm never going to like feel your shoulder and be like, Good job, Clayton. No.
Well, the best thing was Sarah was there. I wasn't even asking her if this looks good. I'm like, you just tell me, man. You tell me what looks good. And he's putting, oh, try this shirt on. This would bring the blue out in your eyes. I was like, yeah, cool.
Nice.
Right.
You need that. We need that in our lives.
I'm going to be fucking looking better than the groom at this wedding. I'll tell you that much.
Nice. One time, I don't know, I maybe even told the story on the podcast, but somebody in the airport asked if I was military. And I was like, I just said, no, I'm not. And I looked at my wife. I said, see that? I'm getting mistaken for, being in the military. I said, I look like a fucking soldier out here. And she rolled her eyes. And she said maybe it was my haircut. And I said, no, I'm built like somebody that's can defend our country is what I am.
I'm jacked.
Yeah. So anyways, I think that's it, man.
Let's get out of here.
Okay. I wanted to just leave you with one thing and then we'll leave. Okay. Because just because I can. Here you go. Love you, Clayton. Oh, eatsleepfantasy.com is a website at eatsleepff. Find us on the Eat Nation private group. We're going to go live on Sunday. Make sure you find us on the Eat Nation private group and on YouTube to answer all your questions on Sunday morning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. All right.
All right, buddy.
The Fantasy Island Boys. Here you go. Oh, should we change the podcast name? The Fantasy Island Boys? Is that sending a wrong message?
Yeah, it definitely is.
Because it's fantasy football. It's fantasy football. Fantasy Island Boys.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Okay, I think I'm going to give your wrestling name the Fantasy Island Boy, and you have to if you lose this bet, you're going to be the Fantasy Island Boy, and you're going to take off your shirt and you're going to do a promo.
Oh, fucking no, I'm not. You don't want to see that, man. You don't want to see that.
All right. Love you, Clayton. I'll talk to you guys later.
Buddy. Peace.
Cause I'm an island boy and I've been trying to make. Oh, I'm an island boy. I'ma just island boy. I'ma just island boy. I'ma get key white going. You're gonna keep that.
There you go, buddy.
In the swimming pool.
I fucking love it, bro. I'm singing this song all day.
Later.
Dreaming Eat Nation, we doing what we like. Tune in every week, guarantee we get it hype. Fantasy, football enthusiasts, I know you plan to be joining us on Eat Sleep Fantasy.